Hi everyone, welcome back to Vedic Life Coaching. Thank you so much for joining me, and welcome to the Sidereal Vedic Astrology Outlook for the month of September. Now in September we have got eclipses, we've got the potential for huge change and transformation. So you'll definitely want to watch this episode. I recently published a video, I'll put it by my side. It is about November 2026. And I know that is some way away, but I was looking at the system just for myself to see when is this Mars Ketu thing going to happen again, because I was looking at some travel dates and things like that. So I was looking ahead just for me, and I thought I have to make this video because basically, and I'll just sum up the video for you, I'm basically stating there that in November 2026 we're going to have a very intense conjunction similar to what we had just recently. And of course over the last couple of months, June and July, people have been talking about the fact that, there have been more travel incidents than normal. And in the comments below of the video that I just mentioned, some of you even there indicated that there have been issues with travel. So that is something to bear in mind. That now I'll give you another tip from that video, so you don't have to watch the whole video. You can just hop on there and put a like on there. That would be really lovely. You don't have to watch it though. I'll just summarize it here for you. 7, 8, 9 December could also be a bit tricky or complicated when it comes to travel. I'm not seeing any bad thing there, but it could just be delays or complications or something like that. But definitely November 2026, that could be a time where we shouldn't do great big long haul flights if we can avoid them. If you have to go, then go, but take extra care. And then we've got March, April 2027. That's also looking very intense. There's a similar Gandanta which we just had. That was June and July. So bear that in mind. In this time's episode, I want to take a look at what's coming up. Let's see, I've got here the current Jupiter-Venus conjunction. We're going to take a look at that. I'm recording this on the 19th of August. So we've got another couple of days of Venus being in Gemini. I'm pretty sure it's Venus in Gemini, yeah. Another couple of days of that. So I'm going to talk about Jupiter and Venus conjunction in this episode. I've got a little bit of a news match up there. We're going to take a look at September energies and the outlook for the month of September. And then I've also got a little portion just dedicated towards the eclipses before I head into the mini reports. But I also did just want to check in with you guys. How are you doing wherever you are in the world? I hope you're doing just fine. And I hope this number 9 Mars year is going okay for you. I thought I'd just do a little check-in with the number 9 Mars year, because what I found over the months of June and July, where we had that, significant conjunction of Mars Ketu, I'm looking back at that now with a little bit of distance, and I'm seeing that, I did close out some huge cycles myself, and some of these have been administrative things, some of these have been technology things. One thing that I've kept going since probably the year 2000, 2001, all of that has to be shut down, and then something I started in 2009, I'm shutting that down. And it's just amazing, all these cycles that are coming to a close. And you might find that this year, in the number 9 Mars year, that it's a faster year. A lot of you have commented below over the last few months how fast this year is going. It is going quite quickly. I have observed that myself. I've been super busy, except for the last, I would say, the last few weeks I haven't been as busy, and the upcoming weeks I'm not super busy either. So if you do want to have a session, you're welcome to book. But of course, you know, I understand summertime, sometimes things go a bit slow, and that's perfectly fine. You'll know when to book if you are nudged to book. That's your intuition will guide you. So don't worry about that. But I have been noticing that, like, yeah, I haven't been as busy lately, but then I've been busy doing a lot of shutting down of cycles, even clutter clearing. I've been getting rid of old objects and physical things and going into like cupboards and shelves and things that I just haven't dealt with for a long time, and I've been clearing stuff out, and it has felt really good. So with that Mars energy, you can be using this energy in that way. I've also been observing, as I've been watching vloggers and people's lives, and you know, when I hear about friends or people that I know, I'm hearing that just in these last couple of months, so June and July, has caused some big changes. I saw one vlogger, she lost a job that she loved, that she moved to France for that job, and she lost that job, but now she's going to devote herself more to her vlogging channel and building up her own work, which is so good. And I saw another vlogger who got a pet as well, and I just thought that was a cute little change there, and that I think has happened with Mars being in Virgo. But yeah, I've been observing people's lives and the big changes that have been happening, and I know a lot of you in the comments below, you have been writing and sharing your life here with the community, and yeah, there have been big changes. Some of you've, you know, had to you've had some really big things, big difficult things, saying goodbye to loved ones, and yeah, there've been some big changes over these last couple of months. So we'll have a look at September. I think we'll have some changes there too, but we'll explore that as we get into the notes. So let's take a look at the current Jupiter-Venus conjunction. I just wanted to talk a little bit about this conjunction and what's been happening in the news lately to match up, you know, how this has played out. I think when I talked about the Jupiter-Venus conjunction I would have talked about that, I think, in the August episode. I'll link it above. I think that's where I talked about it. I've been observing how it's going, and when I was looking at the conjunction, you know, before it happened, and I was sharing my thoughts on it with you, I had said that Jupiter-Venus being conjunct in Gemini could well be that the media is on overdrive, or that there's a lot of talk, or that, you know, people are talking about things, or there's a lot of talk, maybe planning. And now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, I could have interpreted it as like things being up in the air as well, like, you know, or just plans or this kind of thing. But what has actually been happening, I've been matching up. Now we've lived some of this conjunction, and I'm able to look back and see, okay, this is how it's been playing out. And what I've observed when it comes to the media is that the word peace is being used in headlines, it's being used on banners, you know, and I'll show you a couple of articles. We've got Keir Starmer, and this article is 30th of July. And what I observed is that, yeah, Keir Starmer, I've got here, hopes pathway to peace will end Gaza war. And I observed there were all these articles that started coming out with the word peace in the major headline. I've also got this screenshot of Trump and Putin's news conference, and what do we have on the banner in the background there? We've got pursuing peace with that word peace, you know, in bold there. So I thought that was kind of interesting, and what I observed was, well, definitely with the articles about Starmer and peace and Gaza war, those started happening as soon as Mars went into Virgo, which I thought was quite interesting. But now that I look back and I look at the chart, I'm now thinking that this has more possibly to do with Venus than it has to do with Mars. And we've got Jupiter, the professor, in Gemini, you know, talking. There's a lot of talk happening here. But Venus, so yes, Mars had just stepped into Virgo, but Venus had just stepped into Gemini. And I think that Venus is like the sweetener, and it's like they're sweetening their talk with that word peace. But do we really have peace in this world? Is it translating to what's happening at ground level? And when I had looked at Mars going through Virgo, I really do see that still as a tense energy, as a difficult energy, as a frustrated energy, as a warring energy is how I see that Mars in Virgo. And there was a comment that was left by a commentator on the Sky News, Trump and Putin's news conference. And I just wanted to bring this up on the screen because I quite liked what this person had said. This person said the Alaska meeting looked like peace talks, but in reality it was a show. And they've basically said, you know, they want to leave people thinking that progress has been made, when in fact no ceasefire, no deal, and no real change has happened. So I thought that was a good comment. And I think to me, this is looking like Venus transiting through Gemini. It's, you know, when we have Venus, we can interpret and read that as being a sweetener. Venus sweetens things, but, you know, is that like adding extra sugar to a dessert or something that, you know, there's no real change or benefit? This is something we have to observe. The other thing I want to bring up from the news is just this article, which is that UK plans to recognise Palestine in September unless Israel halts Gaza war. I thought this was an interesting headline as well, and there's a video that's part of this article, and I watched it, and they said that this could happen at the UN General Assembly. Now, I looked up the website because I wanted to see, okay, what are the dates of this UN General Assembly? And it's happening in September, 9th September to 23rd September. And that time frame there is really very interesting because we've got our eclipses this time in September, 7-8 September to, well, that's going to be the total lunar eclipse, and then we're going to have a partial solar eclipse on the 21st of September. So we can see that UN General Assembly, and I believe it's the 80th session of the UN General Assembly. So that's also interesting there. 80th, 8 Saturn, structure, you know, and yeah, calling, you know, recognizing Palestine as a state. Is that going to happen? So this is something that I think we need to observe and see, and it's happening really in that exact, you know, eclipse orb, basically. It's 9th, 23rd September, 7-8, 21st September. That's it. That's the big eclipse time. So yeah, that's something that we must watch and see what's going to happen there. Obviously, I want peace. We all do. Everybody, you know, yeah, in the world wants peace, unless you're a politician, it seems. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. All right, so let's take a look at September energies. What do we have going on? And then I'll have a look at the eclipses briefly, and then we'll get into the mini reports. So September energies, what do we have? We're going to have Jupiter moving through Rahu's aspect, 3rd to 5th September, even really through to 9th September. Yeah, this one's quite interesting, so I'm just going to click and have a look. 3rd to 5th September. Yeah, it's true. Jupiter will be moving through Rahu's gaze, is another way that I could say it. So Rahu's aspect. Yep, no, my notes are correct. I'm just double checking everything. So yes, Jupiter moves through Rahu's aspect 3rd to 5th September, but even really through to 9th September. So one of the things I've observed when I've seen Jupiter and Rahu's energy mixing on the world stage is that something stupid could happen. And I know that's an odd thing to say, but I remember the last time there was a significant Rahu-Jupiter event, the last one that I remember was the Dalai Lama being caught up in people thinking he was some kind of weirdo, but he actually wasn't, because it was a cultural thing, what he was doing. And again, I'm not going to bring up that whole thing because people were very divided and on two different sides about that. I, like quite a few, commentators, did a lot of research and found that no, the Dalai Lama wasn't saying or doing anything weird. I did a lot of research into that, and no, that was okay. But unfortunately, he got caught up in this energy and was so it was like something stupid had happened on the world stage. So that's the nature of the thing. I can't tell you what's going to happen, but it's something like this could happen. Now we've got Mercury and Sun being eclipsed by Ketu. Okay, they're going to be close to Ketu there. So again, I'm sort of seeing that this is also fueling this prediction of some action could occur that is blind or that is not intelligent. Again, that's just another way of saying something stupid could happen. So this is now I'm broadening it to from 3 to 13 September. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. And I've got here 16 September onwards, the energies should soften for the first time in a while. I think things have been very intense. I've got here all fast-moving planets will be in much better places. So yeah, maybe the intensity of things is going to calm down. But then, of course, we do have another eclipse happening, 21st September. So there could be volatility and upheaval, change across September. It could be a bit of an unusual month is the vibe that I'm getting. I've got here Mars will be in Libra, so the edge will be taken off Mars. Now that's going to happen, and I think what I'll do is I'll do a breakout video of Mars in Libra, because I'm not talking about Mars in the mini report this time. So yeah, we've got Mars moving into Libra sort of around the 13, 14 September. And that's going to be there until, so that's for a while. That's until, almost November. So about 27th October. So that is a big long transit. I might cover that, I think, in a separate breakout video. Hopefully I have time. But yeah, that's how I'm seeing September. And when it comes to the world stage, yeah, we do have some big events. That big UN General Assembly gathering there just right at eclipse time. So that's pretty extraordinary. Eclipses, let's take a look at these. So I've got here, in general, money markets could take a hit across this month because the eclipse is happening on the Leo-Aquarius axis, which impacts the stock market. I did a bit of research into this whole thing as well, and yeah, I did some broad research to find out, is there a correlation between eclipses and volatility or movement in the stock market? And there were two articles that came up that I thought were quite interesting. In Business Insider, they said, history has shown us that since 1900, anytime a total solar eclipse has been seen in the United States, equity prices have gone up. I thought that was quite interesting. And then in Fortune magazine, they said that there is an obscure theory that says market reversals tend to begin around the time of a lunar eclipse and end around the time of a solar eclipse. So I just thought that was interesting there. If I ever get to do more research on this and find some more patterns, I'll let you know. There's a guy who was quite prolific in terms of his study of the stock market connecting in with astrology, and that was W.D. Gann. I found that out from one of you. So yeah, and of course, if any of you know any names of people, you can drop them in the comments below, anyone who's doing some good studies around this type of thing. But basically with the eclipses, we've got a total lunar eclipse happening on 7th, 8th September. So that is something to watch out for there. And I'll talk about these for every single sign in the mini reports. There will also be a partial solar eclipse happening on the 21st of September. So yeah, and I've got a note here just saying Mars in Libra from 13th September to 27th October could add volatility to global markets, because marketplace, that's Libra, and Mars is going in there. So there could be some volatility. If there is to be some volatility expressed through Mars, we might see the impacts happening in global markets. That could even be to do with trade wars and things like that. We might see some more news about trade wars when we're looking at Mars in Libra. So that's from mid-September to about the end of October. All right, well, I think we are good to begin the mini reports. This time I have got them as images. One of you said, I think you'd left a comment in, how are we doing on time here? We're okay. You'd left a comment in the last monthly and you said, oh, could you put you like the thing on the screen? So I thought, all right, I'll do it. Now, hopefully I can do this every month. Let's see. It is extra work, but I will do my best. All right, so let's take a look at Aries. Aries, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Aries ascendant, Aries moon, or Aries sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So let's take a look, Aries. What have we got going on? So for the first half of the month, we've got Sun and Mercury with Ketu in 5th house, Leo. So it might be hard at this time to visualize your long-term goals and objectives, which is fine. Just enjoy that, you know. It's like, if you can't see far ahead into the future for yourself at that time, you know, do some short-term, near-term things. Spend your energy on short-term goals and the things that you can see in front of you right now. This is also a way to get unstuck. So if you're feeling stuck in life, they say that, you know, the next thing you need to do will be something tiny. So you're possibly getting stuck because you're getting overwhelmed. You're thinking of the big picture and you're thinking, how am I going to do that? How you're going to do it is the next tiny little action. And the next tiny little action could be cleaning your desk. It could be it could even be buying a new notebook or something like that. So sometimes we're getting rid of stuff, but equally sometimes we need to buy something, you know. So what is it? What's that next tiny little thing you need to do to get organized, to get on with your work? So the first half of the month of September, it's good for you to work on little tiny goals and little tiny things. We've got Venus in 4th house, Cancer still. I've got here enjoy time at home. So that's for the first half of the month. And then the second half of the month, Venus moves into 5th house, Leo. This could be more social. So if you've been at home a lot and you want to get out and about or be more social, mid-month onwards will be better for that. I've got here Venus moving into 5th house, Leo, will sweeten your creativity and time with partner or children. Sun and Mercury will be in 6th house, Virgo, which will help you visualize and strategize the future and take action on your material goals. You might feel freer to think long term, plan long term, get back to strategizing your life, in that way, say for example mid-month onwards. So it's fine if that first half of the month you just manifest as feeling a bit flat or even demotivated. It's just the stars, it's not you. So isn't that good to know? 7th, 8th September, we've got a total lunar eclipse. That's Aquarius Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. It's happening in your 11th house. So it could be something regarding friends or siblings, your network, your social media platforms as well. And it's something in that area. It could also be to do with your investments possibly as well, but more so it could also be to do with opportunities and how you take in opportunities. So there's something about these areas, and especially friends and siblings, that's where it'll most likely be felt. Something's going to become clear. Something is going to become very clear. And or what's blocking you in relation to friends or siblings, that could be eclipsed out. So could even be that if there's an acquaintance or a friend that isn't right for you, they are eclipsed out, or you don't have to deal with them, or if there's a problem, maybe the problem could be eclipsed out. Okay, so that could be really positive. So see how that works for you there. And then we've got the 21st of September, there's a partial solar eclipse happening in Virgo, Uttar Falguni Nakshatra, in your 6th house. So there's a brand new beginning that's going to start regarding your work and or your material abundance. Now, there's something about this that it may not be obvious, but the way is clear. It's like there's green lights, you can go forward, you can go ahead, and it's okay if for a little while it's not so obvious, but it will become obvious and clear as we proceed. So Aries, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are now going to welcome Taurus. Taurus, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Taurus Ascendant, Taurus Moon, or Taurus Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So now for the first half of the month, we've got Sun and Mercury with Ketu in 4th house Leo. So at this time, it might be hard to visualize long-term goals relating to home or where you live, and that's fine. This is that energy of, it's good to rest. It's good not to think too far ahead. Be in the present moment and use the energy that you have for immediate short-term things. So I've got here, you do have energy and ideas for short-term home-related projects. This could even be a bit of clutter clearing or getting organized at home. This could be that kind of energy. Now, Venus is in 3rd house Cancer still, so that's great energy for socializing. If you've got the chance to get out and about, meet with friends, go somewhere new, change the energy, it's good for all of that. Now, 2nd half of the month, Venus moves into 4th house Leo. This is lovely energy for time relaxing at home. Taurus, if you need to chill out at home, this is the month. And yeah, I think this is, you possibly need a bit of rest, Taurus, so enjoy that. Sun and Mercury will be in 5th house Virgo, which will help you start to come up with new long-term plans for how to expand your life, your career, your kingdom, and that could be to do with home or any of that. But there's something about you feeling more connected. Again, mid-month onwards, you're inspired again. You know what you want to pursue going forward. But for that first half of the month, if you're not feeling connected, you might even feel a bit stuck or something like that, but that's okay. That's just the stars kind of thing. Now 7th, 8th September, we've got a total lunar eclipse happening in Aquarius, Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, happening in your 10th house. So this is the big one, this is the eclipse happening in your 10th house. So there's a powerful ending at work that brings a lot of answers and a lot of aha moments. There'll be some insights that you gain on the 7th, 8th September total lunar eclipse. You will see clearly. You might see things like what's been blocking you, but equally there are answers here. You'll see what you need to do going forward. And this is also a good time to let go and release. It's also possibly a good time to let go and release work plans or things that didn't work out. This could be a time in the lead up to this eclipse where you are shutting down old accounts relating to your work or things that you don't need anymore, or work stuff that you've just been hanging on to but you don't need it and it's time to let it go. So yeah, this is a good time for that. 21st September, there's a partial solar eclipse happening in Virgo, Uttar Phalguni Nakshatra in your 5th house. So there is a brand new beginning in life. And this could be like your direction is just being tweaked a little bit and you're clear, you'll be good to go forward. And this is in regards to your long-term finances and or your general direction or purpose in life. It's like you're just being tweaked, maneuvered, positioned, something like this, and it's like, yep, you're clear, you're good to go. It's good energy there for you on the 21st of September. Something brand new. And that's, yeah, to do with your whole life. Wow. Taurus, thank you so much for joining. We are now going to welcome Gemini. Gemini, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Gemini Ascendant, Gemini Moon, or Gemini Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So for the first half of the month, we have got Sun and Mercury with Ketu in 3rd house, Leo. So people around you might be a little bit hard to read at this time, but you do have energy for short-term wins at work, or there's something where like it's short-term, immediate, like you're winning, but these are immediate or small type things. It's good energy, but as well, it could manifest that you might feel a bit flat or a bit tired or a bit disconnected as well. But there is some bright sparks, some energy where you can gain those short-term wins here as well. Now Venus is in 2nd house, Cancer still. This is beautiful energy for cooking, delicious meals, being healthy, also a bit of shopping, a bit of retail therapy, if Saturn permits it. You'll have to ask Saturn about that. But yeah, now 2nd half of the month, Venus moves into 3rd house, Leo. So this is lovely energy for socializing, for having fun, maybe taking a little day trip somewhere, or just being social. Could be with the family, could be with friends. Now Sun and Mercury will be in 4th house, Virgo, so you might get ideas on where you really want to live long term, or you might get ideas on how to change where you currently live. There's something about you being inspired again mid-month onwards, you feeling connected again, you're getting ideas, and you can see the way forward. Now 7th, 8th September, there is a total lunar eclipse in Aquarius, Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. It's happening in your 9th house. So energy culminates on a big project that you've been working on, or there's a powerful shift regarding your responsibilities. This could be more power to you as well, or something. If you felt like you don't have agency or power over your own life, whatever's blocking you could be eclipsed out. And after this eclipse, you know, the coming months, you might see that your your ability to respond, to life, your responsibility goes up, kind of thing. But this is your own power goes up after this eclipse. So this could be a really powerful eclipse for some of you, and give you more control, more agency over your own life, your career path, who you want to be, how you want to do things, all of that. 21st September, we've got a partial solar eclipse happening in Virgo, Uttar Falguni Nakshatra, in your 4th house. So there is a brand new beginning at home, or where you live. There's something about, let's have a look here. It's a brand new beginning at home, or where you really want to live. Becomes obvious at this time if you want to move or any of that. But if you are happy where you are, there's something about the energy is clearing, and there's a brand new energy at home, basically, and that's there on the 21st of September. This might be a bit obscure and a bit hard to feel, but it will come more clear as the weeks progress. But Gemini, it does look like a good month ahead. I'm wishing you well. We are now going to welcome Cancer. Cancer, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Cancer Ascendant, Cancer Moon, or Cancer Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So what have we got going on, Cancer? Well, the first half of the month, we've got Sun and Mercury with Ketu in 2nd house, Leo. So it might be harder to understand with family at this time, or it might be harder to connect with family and or childhood friends, or for you to see them clearly, or for them to see you clearly. There's something just a bit obscure here. Venus is in 1st house Cancer still, so this is good energy. You still have good energy here with Venus for exercise, for eating healthy, for looking good, feeling good. You've got Venus there in your 1st house for the first half of the month, really giving you a boost. So that's really nice. Now, 2nd half of the month, Venus moves into 2nd house Leo. So this is that healthy you trend is continuing. You're keeping it going. So there's something about maybe you've started some good new routine when it comes to your health, and you're just going to keep that going across the 2nd half of the month. And that's definitely eating healthy and doing all the right stuff. And it's okay if you've dropped off. I do that. I drop off every now and then I get really healthy, and then I get bored, and then I need to eat some junk food, and then and then I get healthy again. Let's see. All right, so we've got 2nd half of the month. Venus moves into, or we've covered that. Sun and Mercury, let's have a look, let's have a look at your Sun and Mercury. Yeah, this is good. Oh, this is lovely. 2nd half onwards, 2nd half of the month onwards. So Sun and Mercury will be in 3rd house Virgo. This is good energy. I've got here, you can truly shine at work unhindered as well. You can get ahead at work too. You'll be shining, okay? It's great energy here. And I've got here, you might also get ideas for long-term goals. You might get ideas for long-term goals. You might pick up a new job. You might pick up clients. Really beautiful energy with the Sun in the 3rd house Virgo there. Lovely, lovely. So that's your 2nd half of the month. I'm happy for you, Cancer. That's good. Let's have a look. 7th, 8th September, we've got a total lunar eclipse happening in Aquarius, Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. It's happening in your 8th house. Wow, you've got a big, powerful ending. And now this is a big, powerful ending of an energy behind the scenes. There's something, some invisible thing maybe that has been holding you back. That is going to be eclipsed out. That is time to go. And I've got here, yeah, if you felt something otherworldly holding you back, that otherworldly thing's time is over. Good. I'm happy for you, Cancer. This is good news. So yeah, you've got some kind of energetic clear out happening on the 7th, 8th September. On the 21st of September, you've got a partial solar eclipse happening in Virgo, Uttar Falguni Nakshatra. It's happening in your 3rd house. So there is a brand new beginning in your courage and your confidence. Okay, there's a new road in front of you. It's like whatever happened there on the 7th, 8th September, something's been eclipsed out, major. It's been cleaned out, cleared out. And on the 21st of September, it's like you've got a brand new road, brand new pathway for you to walk down, which includes the courage and confidence to walk down that road. So I've got here, step forward boldly, nothing can touch you now. I love that, Cancer. That's really great energy. We are now going to welcome Leo. Leo, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Leo Ascendant, Leo Moon, or Leo Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So for the first half of the month, we've got Sun and Mercury with Ketu in first house, Leo. So it's okay if for the first half of the month, for example, you can't see the future. It might be that it's hard to see the future right now. It might be that you, apologies Leo, I've just had to cut the video because there was quite a lot of noise outside. So I've just had to pick up from where I was. So that's really interesting where the cut happens, because it's like Sun and Mercury with Ketu in first house. It's like, yeah, your whole life there's just like a disconnect, or maybe it could be for the first half of the month you're just feeling a bit disconnected, or there's a bit of fog, or like, yeah, and I've got here the note in particular, it's okay if you can't see the future right now. That's just how it is. It's like there's a bit of fog, or there's cloud covering your sky, your sun, or there's just this disconnect. There's just a disconnect, and that's for the first half of the month. But what's beautiful that you've got going good here is that there is energy for small wins. So they say whenever you're stuck, it could be that you're trying to visualize a great big plan or something like that, and we get overwhelmed. We think, oh, how am I going to do that? But it's like how we do anything is by doing the next smallest, tiniest thing. So the next smallest, tiniest thing might be that you need to clean your desk. The next smallest, tiniest thing is that you've got to tackle that admin that you just haven't dealt with. And that's what I've been doing over the last couple of months, June, July, but mainly sort of end of July and early August. I have been, what have I been doing? Gosh, I've been clutter clearing, and I've been shutting down old accounts and things I don't need, and yeah, just these boring stuff like that I put off and off and off, and I don't want to do it, but I've done it, sort of, most of it. But like, yeah, it's, I tell you, I don't like admin. Who does? Some people are good at it. I don't know. I'm not, I just, yeah, there are certain things I just can't be bothered to deal with. But I've dealt with some of those things now. But what I see here is that you've got some energy for the first half of September where you've got energy to deal with small short-term things like getting organized, getting yourself organized. First half of the month is good for that. Now, Venus is 12th house Cancer still. Yes, that's good. Your Venus is in 12th house Cancer still. There's good energy for some escapism. Yeah, indulging in good books, entertainment, art. It's tricky because on the one hand, your Sun and Mercury are encouraging you to use time and energy to get organized. But then your Venus is so perfectly placed for relaxation and not doing much for the first half of the month. Yeah, and if that's how you feel, just relax, enjoy that, guilt-free, because the stars are demanding it, you know. It's like relax and procrastinate and indulge in good books, entertainment, art, spirituality, spiritual retreats, or stuff that you love. Just, yeah, indulge in that, because Sun and Mercury are going to be a bit obscured in that first half of the month. But then I've got here second half of the month, Venus moves into first house Leo, asking you to improve your diet, look good, feel good, be healthy, all of that. So that's time and attention on the physical body, and that's important. Sun and Mercury will be in second house Virgo. I've got here, take care with spending. Mercury will help you save, but Sun will possibly want to spend. But what's nice about the second half of the month onwards is that you should start to feel connected again and inspired, and you might get some ideas on how to make money, earn money, save money, structure your money. You might get ideas that are going to bring in wealth as well. So you will feel connected, but it's perfectly fine if you need to use that first half of the month just to chill out and just to use what energy you do have, just to get ultra organized, and because then you'll be free in that second half of the month. You'll be inspired, ideas are coming, things are better. All right, so 7th, 8th September, we've got a total lunar eclipse in Aquarius, Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. It's happening in your 7th house. So something in your heart space might be coming to an end. Yeah, or something in your relationship with your committed partner. So it could be a pattern or dynamic. Something connecting in with partner could come to an end. It could be that a relationship in your life, a significant relationship in your life, does come to an end at this time. May not make it through the eclipse. That is a possibility. But a lot of times I've seen that these energies, they impact us individually more so. I have seen in the lives of my clients that, yeah, people have been eclipsed out on eclipse dates. I have seen that. It does happen. But then I've also seen people sitting in relationships hoping that an eclipse will eclipse the person out, but it doesn't do it. It's like sometimes you have to make that move if that's something that you need to do. So yes, these energies are tricky like that. But something in your heart space anyway is being cleared out. Is coming to an end. Something that has limited love in your life is going to be eclipsed out on the 7th, 8th September. So that's a good thing. Something that's been holding you back, kind of thing, that's going to be eclipsed out. 21st September, we've got a partial solar eclipse happening in Virgo, Uttar Phalguni Nakshatra. It's happening in your 2nd house. So there's a brand new beginning in your family. And again, this could be connecting in with heart space as well. Could also be connecting in with long-term wealth and savings. But there is a brand new beginning here for you, 21st September, 2nd house. And yeah, that is something that you will see and feel and experience more as the weeks and months progress. So that's the energy I'm seeing there for you, Leo. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are now going to welcome Virgo. Virgo, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Virgo Ascendant, Virgo Moon, or Virgo Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So now for the first half of the month, we've got Sun and Mercury with Ketu in 12th house Leo. So it might be hard to feel spiritually connected or inspired this month. You might just feel, yeah, like there's clouds over your sun kind of thing, and that it's just, you might feel a bit disconnected at times. It might also be a bit hard to sleep at this time as well. That's with the Sun and Mercury, in 12th house Leo. So watch out for your sleep patterns. They might be disrupted for the first half of the month. Now Venus is in 11th house Cancer still. So this is great energy for gains, great energy for socializing, great energy for growing social media platforms. This could be great energy for meeting clients, landing a new job, acquiring new clients, any of that. So that's beautiful energy for the first half of the month. And the second half of the month, we've got Venus moving into 12th house Leo, which might make you want to take a break, might make you want to escape or procrastinate or just have fun. You might want to go on some spiritual retreat or enjoy some entertainment. So that is a good idea. You've got energy for that. Sun and Mercury will be in first house Virgo. So that is really good energy for being seen, for being recognized. There's something about you that is shining, and you're connected again. And you will be able to visualize your long-term goals. You'll feel like, yeah, and if you've used the first half of the month to have a bit of a rest, there's something about you, you'll feel rejuvenated, renewed, motivated to, you know, get going second half of the month onwards. Now 7th, 8th September, we've got a total lunar eclipse happening in Aquarius, Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, in your 6th house. So something at work is completing. You will discover answers about your workplace and or your competitors. So there's something finishing up at work, maybe a big project, but equally there's something that will be revealed and some answers that are going to become clear. And on the 21st of September, there is a partial solar eclipse happening in Virgo, Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra, in your 1st house. So a brand new beginning is opening up in your life. This is beautiful, Virgo. This is a brand new beginning in your life, to do with your life purpose, your life direction. There's something brand new opening up. And I've got here, it might not be clear initially, but the start is here on the 21st of September, and this new beginning will become more obvious to you as the weeks and months progress. So Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. We are now going to welcome Libra. Libra, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So this is Libra Ascendant, Libra Moon, or Libra Sun, as per the Sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So now for the first half of the month, we've got Sun and Mercury with Ketu in 11th house, Leo. So there are opportunities for you, and this is opportunities for growth, opportunities for money, opportunities to meet new people or the right people. But there's something about maybe some of these opportunities are a bit obscured, or you might feel at times in the first half of the month that you're just not connected, or you're not inspired, or something along these lines. Venus is in 10th house, Cancer still, so this is great energy for your work, for loving what you do when it comes to work. So that's beautiful energy there. Second half of the month, Venus moves into 11th house, Leo, which is excellent energy for opportunities. It's like now you can pick up some opportunities. Maybe you're starting to feel more connected. Sun and Mercury will be in 12th house, Virgo, and that is good for feeling connected and inspired again. But the difficulty with Sun and Mercury in 12th house, Virgo, is you might find it hard to sleep in the second half of the month. But let's get back to Venus. Venus is beautiful in that second half of the month. So that's, as I say, excellent for opportunities to grow, be recognized, boost your social media, or even just socializing, just going and having fun with friends. Second half of the month is very good for that. So yeah, the energy improves in the second half of the month. 7th, 8th September, there's a total lunar eclipse happening in Aquarius, Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. It's happening in your 5th house. So this could be quite huge. It is a total lunar eclipse, and something could culminate or come to an end regarding your creativity, regarding your children, regarding your romantic life. It's like there's some big, huge ending. If it's not an ending, you will get some major aha or some major answers. Something's going to become very clear 7th, 8th September. So that's something to watch out for. And then we've got 21st of September, a partial solar eclipse happening in Virgo, Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra, in your 12th house. So this is a brand new beginning happening in your subconscious mind. Okay, so this is something in the subconscious. It's like maybe you've had a clear out. There is a new beginning. You're freer. You will. This is lovely energy. Some new beginning happening in your subconscious mind, and it might be difficult to tune into this one actually, because something behind the scenes, but this will be great for your inspiration, great for bringing ideas to you. It's like the channels inside it have been cleared and you're ready for something brand new. Yeah, I've got here, you feel freer and more connected to the divine. Don't worry if you don't feel it straight away. This one might take some weeks or months to evolve. But Libra, it's very good energy here for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are now going to welcome Scorpio. Welcome, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Scorpio Ascendant, Scorpio Moon, or Scorpio Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So what have we got going on, Scorpio? Well, we have got, for the first half of the month, we've got Sun and Mercury with Ketu in 10th house Leo. So it might be hard to visualize your career path going forward at this time, but this is just temporary, okay? You do have good energy in that 10th house of yours for short-term wins, short-term gains, small wins or immediate things. It's like this is really great energy for immediate things, but when it comes to long-term, you know, feeling like you're inspired and you know what you want to do, you might not have that feeling for just the first half of the month. Now Venus is in 9th house, Cancer still. This is great energy for skilling up, for traveling if you have to work or travel for work or any of that. That's really good. This is also good energy for getting more organized as well, so that's good energy there. Now, second half of the month, Venus moves into 10th house Leo. This is great energy for getting your work better organized. Yeah, there's something about getting yourself organized, Scorpio. Keeps coming through. And this is great energy for loving your work. There's something about you really enjoying your work, or work is bringing you rewards or gain or joy or something along these lines. So there's good energy for work. Now, Sun and Mercury will be in 11th house Virgo. Wow, this is excellent energy for gains, money, new clients, growth of social media. You could pick up a job, any of this. Like there's something about you taking in new opportunities or new things. It's a beautiful month, Scorpio. You've got great energy all around. Not the best for love life in the first half of the month, I will say. Hang on. No, in the second half of the month, it's not great for love life. Apologies. Yeah, second half of the month is not great for love life, but don't worry, that's just short term as well. Everything otherwise is very, very good. Now I've got here 7th, 8th September. There's a total lunar eclipse in Aquarius, Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. It's happening in your 4th house. So there's a powerful ending at home or in your relationship with your mother, or something to do with how you nurture yourself. And if it's not a powerful ending, there's something where you're getting deep insights or ideas or guidance or inspiration. Something is becoming very clear to you. Something is becoming very obvious, and that's going to help you mature and strengthen yourself going forward. So it's a good, powerful time, 7th, 8th September. On the 21st of September, there is a partial solar eclipse happening in Virgo, Uttra Falguni Nakshatra, in your 11th house. So there's a brand new beginning that will help you receive and run with new opportunities better. There is some overarching theme, Scorpio, about you getting ultra organized or more organized, so that when new opportunities come in, you're ready to run with it. You're ready to, when the inspiration hits, you're ready to make the video or upload the post or create the thing or execute it or do it or this kind of thing. So yeah, 21st September, it's like you have a brand new beginning in relation to how you receive opportunities and how you act on them, execute them, get them done. And this is something that's going to take time to be felt in your life. So don't worry. Yes, the eclipse happens on the 21st of September, but it might take some weeks and months to unfold. is very good energy here for you, Scorpio. I'm wishing you well. We are now going to welcome Sagittarius. Welcome, thank you so much for joining. So this is Sagittarius Ascendant, Sagittarius Sun, or Sagittarius Moon, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. Sagittarius, what have we got going on? So first half of the month, we've got Sun and Mercury with Ketu in 9th house, Leo. So if it's hard to visualize your path going forward right now, that's okay, it's just temporary. Basically, the way is being prepared. Things are being changed. So you might just have this feeling for the first half of the month that you're not quite connected, or you are not inspired, or something along these lines. It's just temporary. So energy is going to improve definitely mid-month onwards. Let's have a look at Venus. So Venus is in 8th house, Cancer still. So this is good energy for allowing things to take their time. Yeah, there's something about you're not in a rush. Maybe you're taking your foot off the accelerator a little bit for the first half of the month. You're not in a rush. You're allowing things to take their time. Now for the second half of the month, Venus moves into 9th house, Leo. So this is great energy for skilling up, learning new things, traveling possibly. You've got very good energy there. Sun and Mercury will be in 10th house, Virgo. That's beautiful energy. So I've got here excellent energy for being recognized at work and achieving objectives at work. It's like you are prominent, you are seen, it's happening, you're achieving things. Great time to speak up at work, great time to get new work, or get work as well. So excellent energy for work in the second half of the month onwards. 7th, 8th September, we've got a total lunar eclipse in Aquarius, Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. It's happening in your 3rd house. So there's a powerful ending connected with your courage happening at this time. It could be a powerful ending connecting in with friends or teammates at work, or peers, or siblings as well. There's some powerful ending that's happening 7th, 8th September. The other thing is, if it's not so much an ending, it's something about things becoming clear to you, and or you getting the answers. You're figuring things out. Things are making sense. And on the 21st of September, there's a partial solar eclipse that's happening in Virgo, Uttar Falguni Nakshatra. It's happening in your 10th house. So there is a brand new beginning opening up at work. I've got here, it might take some time to recognize it, but the way is there. It's like there's a clear path in front of you, just good energy, green lights. There's a new pathway. And with that new renewed courage there, you'll be able to go down that new pathway a lot easier. Sagittarius, I'm loving the energy here for you. It's really very good. Thank you so much for joining. We are now going to welcome Capricorn. Capricorn, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Capricorn Ascendant, Capricorn Moon, or Capricorn Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So for the first half of the month, we've got Sun and Mercury with Ketu in 8th house, Leo. So you'll have a good sense of what's happening beneath the veil. You will know, you will be able to tune in, you will feel what's going on. And I've got here, you'll be very good at reading hidden undercurrents at this time. So this is that lay low energy, but you're there and you're seeing it. You just know, you know what's going on. I've got here, Venus is in 7th house, Cancer still. If your relationship with your partner has been tough, just know that better times are coming. And they're coming as soon as the second half of the month. Venus is going to move into 8th house, Leo. So this is much better energy for your relationship. So that's good. And you're going to enjoy that for a stint. And then it might taper off again, but then you've got a very long time of Venus being lovely. So yeah, you're in just that little phase of it being a little bit interesting, but that's okay. I've got here, so second half of the month, Venus improves, your relationship improves, that's all good. Sun and Mercury will be in 9th house Virgo. So you are shining at this time, but it's important to remain humble. Okay, with that Sun in Sag, that can be very strong. Just remain humble, because your time for greater recognition and success is coming soon. You'll just magnetize it. You won't have to effort it. It will happen. So take your time. It's all going to happen. 7th, 8th September, we've got a total lunar eclipse happening in Aquarius, Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. It's happening in your 2nd house. So there is a powerful ending in your family situation, or something to do with shared assets. I've got here, anything blocking your ability to save will go, or it's time for that to finish and be eclipsed out. So anything that's blocking you, that's got to go, that's got to be eclipsed out. So that's good. We want that to happen. Now, if it's not a powerful ending in your family or shared assets, it could just be you getting answers, you getting insights, ahas, guidance. You'll figure something out. So 7th, 8th September, you might figure something out to do with your family. And that could be some hidden undercurrent thing, because you've got that Sun and Mercury in that first half of the month there. So that's quite interesting energy, Capricorn. Wow. It's like you are, yes, sort of secretly very powerful at this time. You know stuff. There's something about you knowing a lot at this time. And on the 21st of September, we've got a partial solar eclipse happening in Virgo, Uttar Falguni Nakshatra. It's happening in your 9th house. So there is a brand new beginning regarding what you know, regarding agency and power over your own life. It's like 21st of September, you will feel like you've got more power over your own life to do and create what you want. Now, if you don't feel that new power straight away, it might take some weeks and months to build that one. So just be aware of that. But there's something about you powering up, you becoming more responsible, you having more agency over your own life. Maybe you've taken some power back from places where it was invested before. Maybe you cared about what other people think, but you're taking that power back. There's something renewed here on the 21st of September. It's very beautiful energy, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining. We are now going to welcome Aquarius. Aquarius, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So this is Aquarius Ascendant, Aquarius Moon, or Aquarius Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So what have we got going on, Aquarius? Well, in the first half of the month, we've got Sun and Mercury with Ketu in the 7th house, Leo. So you might be able to see into others, but you are a bit obscured here. So that could be good, actually. I actually kind of like this. But you can see other people. You know what's going on, so that's good. And you can see into other people. Now, Venus is in 6th house, Cancer, still. So relationships could be a bit challenging at this time, especially love relationship could be a little bit challenged for a little while. Okay, so let's have a look and I'll just tap in quickly and see when will relationship improve for you. Because if you're going through a tough time in relationship, you've got a little bit of, oh no, my astrology software just quit. Maybe I'm not meant to look. But what I can tell you is that probably I can just do this from my head. Second half of the month, Venus moves into... Oh, everything. This is just, I need to bring up your thing. Wow. Okay, so maybe someone's got some tough relationship energy at this time, because to start up the software and bring up all that thing is going to take ages. So what have I got here? Venus moves into second half of the month. So yeah, it might be October. Somewhere in October onwards, relationship will improve. Okay, so there's a bit of time. Okay, but that's all right, because you've got, what you'll have is you'll have energy to commit to your work, to other people in your life that you care about and love a lot as well. So if you're going through some tough relationship thing right now, Aquarius, spend time building up your other relationships, spend time on your work, spend time looking after your health, and you'll find October onwards things just naturally improve. So it's not like you need to do anything to improve yourself or the relationship or the person, or no, don't worry about that. Cruise through, it'll resolve naturally. You'll be shown, you'll be guided. Yeah, somebody might need that, I don't know. Let's see, so we've got here Venus 6th house Cancer still. Yeah, relationships challenging at this time. Second half of the month, I've got here Venus moves into 7th house Leo, so not great for relationship, but beautiful energy for work and travel. Yeah, you've got it is good energy, but you're putting your love into other areas of your life, and you're getting an opportunity to build those areas up at this time. Now Sun and Mercury will be in 8th house Virgo. You are able to see the hidden aspects or agendas of people at this time. Your vision will be clear now. So there's something about you seeing accurately, and especially seeing other people accurately, which is good. Now 7th, 8th September, we've got a total lunar eclipse happening in Aquarius, Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra. It's happening in your 1st house. Oh wow, Aquarius, no wonder the software cut out. I've got here a powerful ending is happening in your life right now. Yeah, this is all about you, of course. Yeah, this is massive. Wow, you've got a powerful ending. Something is being, and this is whatever's being eclipsed out and cleared out, this has been blocking your life, your whole life path from moving forward. Wow, I can really feel this. This is good. I've got here relax, and also a flood of answers can come your way. Things are going to make sense. And if you can journal around this time, 7th, 8th September, that would be really good. You're going to get a whole lot of insights. And whatever's been blocking your life, that's going to be eclipsed out. That's going now. That can't sustain, because you have to grow. You as a being, as a person, you have to grow and mature now. You've got the next stages of your life coming up. So this is huge. This is a big one, Aquarius. Enjoy this. Big energy. And we got 21st September, partial solar eclipse. It's happening in Virgo, Uttar Falguni Nakshatra in your 8th house. So I've got here a brand new beginning is available to you. And I've got here, it might seem underground, but the pathway will be seen in time. And because this is Virgo, for you, I'm actually going to read this as a new beginning at work. It could be to do with shared assets or something along those lines, but I'm actually seeing it to be in connection with your work. So the pathway is cleared on the 7th, 8th September, and you've got brand new beginning, 21st September. Might be a bit underground, but it's going to emerge, and you're gonna the months ahead will be a lot better. Aquarius, thank you so much for joining. We are now going to welcome Pisces. Pisces, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. This is Pisces Ascendant, Pisces Moon, or Pisces Sun, as per the sidereal Vedic system of astrology. So what have we got going on, Pisces? Well, first half of the month, we've got Sun and Mercury with Ketu in 6th house Leo. So long-term work goals might be hard to visualize at this time, but Sun and Mercury are giving you the energy for short-term wins. So whatever's immediately in front of you, just do it with excellence, and that's all you have to worry about. Don't worry if you can't, if you feel maybe like there's clouds over your sun, or you don't feel connected, or you feel like you're not inspired, or any of this kind of thing. Like, that's possible. You might feel that for the first half of the month, but you have energy to do what's in front of you and do it excellent, and that's going to go great. So that's fine. I've got here Venus is in 5th house Cancer still. Lovely energy for time with children and or your creativity. So that is good, beautiful energy. Also romance as well. There might be, you know, Venus in 5th house, Cancer still. Beautiful for the first half of the month. It's romantic energy around. Second half of the month, we've got Venus moving into 6th house, Leo. So that's not a very romantic energy. That is a good work energy. And you will have a love and a passion for your work. And your work will grow. So I've got here, this is great energy to get ultra organized at work. And that's the second half of the month onwards. Now, Sun and Mercury will be in 7th house, Virgo. Again, not the best energy for relationships. Yeah. I've got here, but your empathy and ability to see into others is very strong. So you can see people clearly. And that's brilliant if you're a counselor, therapist, any of those things. Yeah, Carl Jung famously had his sun in the 7th house. I always think of that. All right, Sun, 7th, 8th September, total lunar eclipse is happening in Aquarius, Purvabhadra Nakshatra. Okay, this is huge. And I'm stumbling over my words here. So this is interesting. It is, yes, 7th, 8th September. It might be that your transmission is like, or your connection to the other side is just a little bit blocked or intermittent, something like this. 7th, 8th September, the total lunar eclipse is happening in your 12th house. So I've got here a powerful ending on the other side of the veil is happening that will clear your path going forward. What I get the sense of is it'll clear your channel. The channel that you connect with the divine, that is going to get a massive clear out. So this is etheric, behind the veil, subconscious mind, hidden, all this kind of thing. But there's a big clear out. It's good. It's really good. 7th, 8th September, total lunar eclipse. And because there's something about you that's happening in Purvabhadra Nakshatra. And whenever I think of that nakshatra, it's very much about getting the answers. There's something about you getting the answers. You're getting the answers. You're figuring things out. You're getting the ahas. And definitely like Purvabhadra lauded by Jupiter, isn't it? It's like academic answers or psychological answers. Things are just becoming clear and making sense. Now on the 21st of September, we've got a partial solar eclipse happening in Virgo, Uttar Phalguni Nakshatra in your 7th house. So there is a brand new beginning in relationships here for you. Oh, I love this for you, Pisces. This is great. I've got here, it might not be obvious at first, but fresh new energy is here now. It's like something is also clearing in your heart space. There might be, sorry, I just touched the microphone. There might be a renewal in your relationship. There's a brand new energy there, and that could help your relationship improve over the upcoming months. Pisces, and anyone else who has watched the whole video, thank you so much for being here. Guys, I am going to wind up because the day is slipping out of my fingers and I've got so much to do. I'm just going to put by my side, in case you didn't watch the last video I did, I've got an insight timer meditation for any of you Pisces moon people, any Sati people. You can have a look at my insight timer meditation. I didn't advertise this in any of the other, I probably should have, for any of the other moon people, but I've just thought to do that now. So any of you who are on insight timer, do check that out, and hopefully I'll promote all of that better in the upcoming videos. I will get there. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next time.